and welcome to the Champion Spotlight on Annie, the Dark Child.
Have you seen my bear Tivers?
So when doing research for this video, I found out that Riot doesn't actually have a Spotlight video for Annie. So Riot, if you want to hit me up, I'd totally be down. But back to Annie. So Annie was one of the first 6 champions to ever be created in League of Legends, and she's the great beginning mage for anyone who's getting started. But I've been playing her a lot in Ranked recently, and it's because she's just so simple, so easy, and can stomp any mid lane matchup. Think about it, who counters Annie? No one. So without further ado, let's get straight into the abilities. Annie's passive is Pyromania. After casting 4 abilities, Annie's next damaging ability will stun an enemy. You can check this by the bar underneath her name. She has 3 white blocks and a red block. When the red block is filled up, that means her next ability will stun. And you have insane presence. No one wants to be near an Annie when her stun is up. It's like an automatic signal to go in and fuck them. So you may be asking yourself, Cameron, are you just going to talk about mid Annie this video, or are you also going to talk about support Annie? Annie is not a support champion. Look at the most frequent build on support Annies. Scratch the Frost Queens, that's not a support build, that's a full AP mid build. Annie is not a support, she is a mid laner, and that is final. Annie's Q is called Disintegrate. It's a point and click ability where Annie throws a fireball at a target enemy, dealing magic damage. If Disintegrate kills its target, it refunds the mana, and half its cooldown is immediately refreshed. This is really a good way for getting up your stun really quickly, but it's also really good at doing damage to your enemy in lane. So it's time to hop into the rabbit hole, into the world of skins. See what I did? Rabbit hole, Tibbers. It was funny, okay? So Annie has 11 skins, but I'm way too lazy to go through all of them, so I'll just go for a few. We have Annie in Wonderland, make sure she's home by 8, the Rich Fucker skin, and this skin just kinda creeps me out. Annie's W is called Incinerate. Annie casts a blazing cone of fire, dealing damage to enemies in the area. Simple, sweet, done. So I'm going to teach you how to win the laning phase. Get your stun up by using your Q, then Q your enemy laner, W them, auto them, you then get your Thunderlord's proc, so you just walk away, rinse, repeat, and that's how you win the laning phase. So if for some bizarre reason you are actually interested in League of Legends lore, Annie's lore isn't really about her. There's 2 paragraphs all about how Noxus don't like magic, and at the end there's like a little box that's like, ah yes, and Annie controls a bear, and that's it. I remember a while back it actually used to have a whole paragraph about her parents dying, but I guess they got rid of that because, you know, that's too dark for League of Legends, although Teemo is a serial killer, and Amumu is a dead child that kills people with his tears. Also, talk about that, why the heck is Amumu friends with Annie? Isn't that a bit disturbing? Annie's E is called Molten Shield. She grants herself and Tibbers damage resist, and also enemies who attack her with basic attacks will also take damage, a bit like a Thornmail. Also, it gives Tibbers increased movement speed, and he also does increased damage by 20%. This is basically just for making Tibbers go a little bit faster, making you get your stun a little bit quicker, and also making Tibbers stronger. Why is everyone like... Why is everyone split up and dying?
There's a blob.
I had to run the fuck away.
Oh, I know that. Oh, tits! I'm split up and I'm dying! No!
Become the very thing I sought to destroy.
And now it's time for the thing that'll fuck you up more than 4 bottles of vodka at a party. Yeah, it's time for Tibbers. I just pressed all the buttons and then he died. Such skill. Oh god.
Hello, Cameron.
Get him! Slay!
Oh my god, you pressed all your buttons!
I know, the mechanics, right?
I'm gonna teach.
Annie's ult is called Summon Tibbers, and he brings Tibbers to life and he deals damage to enemies around him. He basically does a heckload of damage and he spawns for about the next 45 seconds. He burns enemies, he hits them. Also, if he has the E, he does increased damage. If by any chance that you happen to die, Tibbers gains 275% attack speed and 100% movement speed, and decays over 3 seconds, and he will attack the enemy champion that killed her or the nearest target. So the way to use this ability is pretty simple. Build up your stun, wait until you've got Tibbers ready, drop Tibbers in a big team fight and you can pretty much kill everyone, as well as your W and Q, which do insane amounts of damage. But also, when you turn level 6 in lane, basically just drop that on any mid laner as long as they're not a tank, and they will pretty much die. You just Tibbers, Q, W, Ignite, and you've pretty much got yourself a free kill. But anyway, there you go. Go forth, gain free elo, and climb the ranks with the easiest mage of the mid lane. I hope you enjoyed the video. As always, check out my other videos. I'll leave a card for the Poppy Spotlight in the top right hand corner. And I will see you next time. Bye!